In a small town, there lived a wealthy man who carried out a secret mission. He was not just a father, he was a father on a search. His son was ready for marriage and he needed a wife. But not just any woman. She had to be someone who carried more than beauty. She needs to be someone who carried kindness. But how could he find her? How could he separate those who pretend to be kind from those who are truly kind? The father decided to do a test. He would act blind. He would walk in the streets, the markets, the crowded places, and watch how people treated him. He went out and started doing that. One by one, he stretched his hand for help. One by one, they refused. Some ignored him. Some mocked him. Some walked away without even looking back. And with every rejection, he smiled quietly. Because this was not just disappointment. It was information. It was the truth about people. Hours turned into days. In the market, some were too busy. On the roadside, some were too proud. At the temple, some looked holy, but walked past him like he didn't exist. The father saw it all. He felt it all. And even if he played the role of a blind man, his heart could see clearer than ever. And then a girl came. A young woman. Simple. Not dressed in riches. Not followed by servants. Just carrying her basket of goods. She noticed the old man struggling. She paused and she turned. While others pretended not to see him, she walked closer and asked, "Sir, do you need help?" The man lifted his face, still acting blind. He said, "I cannot see. Could you guide me across the street?" She did not think twice. She took his arm. Slowly, gently, she walked with him. Not rushing, not dragging. She slowed down for him to cross the street. Seeing how good she is, he tested her patience. He asked for directions. He asked her to read a sign. He even pretended to fall, just to see if she would be angry. But she never complained. Not once. Instead, she smiled. She encouraged him. She stayed. Minutes turned into an hour. An errand that should have taken her moments, she sacrificed for a stranger. At last, he asked her to guide him to a certain house. His house. She said, "I don't know if I should." "Please," he said, begging her, "just take to the gate." So she did. She led him gently to the grand gate of the wealthiest home in the village. She paused, unsure. But the guards at the gate bowed their heads. They opened the doors. Confused, she turned to the old man. But he was no longer bent. No longer shaking. He removed the dark glasses, lifted his cane, and stood tall. The young woman's eyes widened. You can see," she whispered. And the man smiled and said, "My daughter, for weeks I have acted as a blind man, searching for a kind girl. Many turned me away. Many mocked me. But you stayed. You helped me when I had nothing to offer you in return. And today, I tell you this, your life will never be the same. For the kindness you gave freely will return to you abundantly." He called for his son. A young man stepped forward, noble, gentle. "This," the father declared, "is the one who has been waiting for you." He turned to the girl and said, "You showed kindness to me, not knowing who I was. And now, I give you a home, a family, and a future." And so it was. The woman who once had little gained everything. Not because she chased wealth. Not because she wanted a reward. But because she gave kindness where no one else would. This story reminds us, life is always testing us. Every person we meet, every stranger we pass, could be a test. A chance to reveal who we truly are. You never know when the person in need is the one holding the key to your destiny. Remember this: trust, respect, and kindness are treasures. And when you give them freely, they have a way of returning to you, multiplied, in ways you could never imagine. So be kind. Be good. Not for the reward, but because it is who you are. Kindness is never wasted.